Hey everyone, Michael here from Koziggy.com, and today we're going to be going over how to set up your social media dashboard. And essentially this is a tool that helps you monitor all from one place what people are saying about you, your brand, a product, or really anything else you want to track across the web. And the idea here is to help solve the problem of information overload associated with social media and just the internet in general, and keep track of what people are saying across different sites. So specifically for this example, we'll be focusing on social media. So there's two elements involved in setting up a social media dashboard. One are RSS feeds and the other is an RSS reader. RSS feeds you can think of basically as just a mini widget or application that displays regularly changing information or content from another website. And the RSS reader is just one central place that you can copy and paste all of these RSS feeds. To get started, what we're going to do is focus on a specific product and a specific company. And that product is going to be yerba mate, which is a tea that's been popular for centuries down in South America. It's really just getting popular here in the United States in the past few years. And the company will actually be posing as and doing research for, so to speak, is Guayaquil. And Guayaquil is one of the leading distributors of yerba mate here in the United States. So first off, what we need to do is get an RSS reader. Now the RSS reader I prefer is the one offered by Yahoo, and you can get to that by just going to my.yahoo.com. I already set up a test account here and open up a new reader. Essentially what you have here is a tab interface, and on each tab you can have a specific name and have specific information in that tab. When you first open an account, you're going to have a page that's just filled with widgets of news, weather, and local information. What you're going to want to do is just completely delete that. For the purposes of this demonstration, you're not really going to need that information. So for this first tab, what we're going to do is have information from Twitter. And what we need is RSS feeds that display search queries for certain keywords we want to track. So the first keyword let's do is the brand's name, which is Guayaquil. So what we're going to do that is go to Twitter, and you need to be logged in to actually perform these searches and get RSS feeds for them. So we're going to just search for the brand's name. It's Guayaquil, hit enter. And we can see a lot of people are talking about Guayaquil and mentioning them, which is great. That means their product and company is buzzworthy and people are interested in it. So the idea is we want to get this search as an RSS feed and put it in our reader. So to do that, we're just going to scroll down, and you'll see a little link here that says RSS feed for this query, and it has an icon next to it. This orange icon is the universal RSS feed icon, so be sure to remember that for future use. So we're going to click on that, and we're taken to a page that is called the feed page. And from here, what you want to do is go up to the top URL, copy this, go back to your reader, and we'll add this content by clicking Add Content, and add RSS feed, and then just paste that URL directly in this box and hit add, and then you'll see we have a little box of that search query we just performed on Twitter. Now I'm going to hit I'm done, and what I like to do is clean this up a bit by going to settings. I'm going to display more results just because so many people are talking about this. And I'm also going to display just the headline. So taking away the image will give you a lot more space when you get a lot of these on each page. And hit save. And so you can see we have our little box of search results here. So if we want to do this for another keyword, let's say the product that the brand is distributing and selling, which is called yerba mate. So we'll go back to Twitter, go back, and do the same thing. But this time we're going to look for yerba mate. And again, this is a very common term. A lot of people are mentioning it every few hours. So we're going to go down, get the RSS feed, copy the URL, go back to Yahoo, add content, RSS feed, and be sure to delete the last one so you can repaste the new feed in. Hit I'm done, and there we go. And I'll just customize this very quickly and save. So we've got two keywords here. They're pretty obvious keywords. One is the company name, the other is their product name. So it's a good idea to think a little bit out of the box when you're doing keyword research, and what it boils down to is just thinking about what unmet needs or wants does your product or service fulfill for consumers. So in the case of yerba mate, the tea is considered a stimulant, and it's a healthy stimulant, kind of a healthy alternative to coffee. So maybe consumers they would like to target are those that are tired and are looking for some kind of healthy stimulant. So let's do a keyword search for just the term tired on Twitter. And we'll go back and perform a search for tired. And as you can see, a lot of people are mentioning the keyword tired in their tweets almost every minute here. I'm not going to go through the process of making this a feed, but one thing to keep in mind is how you can use this essentially as a marketing and sales tool. Let's look at this particular user. She is saying, after school, really tired. Well, pretty basic tweet, but this could be an opportunity. And if we're Guayaquil, we can click reply here and say, hey, sorry to hear that. We have a healthy alternative that might help you out in the future. The trick here is what the example I just gave sounded like a sales pitch, and that's not what you want to do. You want to make it really seem like it's just a helpful suggestion, because this tool and social media in general should just be used to engage in the conversation among consumers, not as a sales pitch. So anyway, next, let's look for competitors on Twitter and get some RSS feeds for them. So I did a little bit of research and found that one of Guayaquil's competitors are called Eco Teas. So when I perform the search, it's going to show results of anyone that mentions the term Eco Teas in their tweets. So here, luckily for Guayaquil, only one person mentioned Eco Teas recently, and it was 5 days ago. We're going to save this as a feed anyway and post it to our dashboard. For competitors, I'd probably make a new tab and hit OK. One thing I didn't mention is you can name these tabs. So we'll name this Twitter dash competitors and just hit enter, and that'll stay. And you know what? We'll go back and just name this tab Twitter and go back here. And so on the competitor page, I'm going to add that feed I just found and hit add. So I'm done, and there we have it. Only one result. So let's go back, and what we did was just search for the term Eco Teas and when anyone mentions it. Let's say we actually want to keep up with what our competitors are saying on Twitter. So another one of Guayaquil's competitors' name is Aviva Yerba Mate. So what we're going to do is go to their company page. And this is all the tweets that they make. You can see they've made a lot of tweets recently. What we want to do is be able to view this without actually visiting this page. So to do that, all you do is scroll down to the right side and you see this little link, and it says RSS feed of Aviva Yerba Mate's tweets. And you'd click that and do the exact same process. I won't do it just in the interest of time right now. Let's close out Twitter. So now we have Twitter and just a brief overview of some Twitter competitors.